Hi there, welcome to Kneppyinvest, and welcome to the results of yours and my stock picks for 2024. Now, right now, hopefully, you are going through the process of picking your favorite stock picks for 2025. And I should just mention, choose wisely because you, or even we, have a lot to live up to based off our financial year 2024 results. Absolutely destroy the market, absolutely stellar results. And if we perform these sort of results every single year, we could all probably retire within a few years. Well, maybe not that, but we did really well. I'm going to just say that we did really well in 2024. Now, I had a quick look at how we performed in 2023, nothing like 2024. So maybe we're all improving, becoming 1 year stock pickers. Maybe that's all that's happened. We've improved being 1 year stock pickers. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through these charts of all these companies. So you chose, I think this was based off numerous picks, but there was 24 companies chosen. 23 companies chosen. One of those companies actually was bought out, Silver Lake Resources. I chose 24 companies, and one of my companies was bought out. That was Prosper. So what I'm going to do is go through the charts of each of these companies, then we'll have a look at a spreadsheet just to see how we performed overall, because some of these charts, absolutely spectacular. We'll start off with Aroa Biosurgery. This was the most popular pick. 6 people chose this particular company. And over the whole year, actually, share price went down. But there is a chance I'm going to pick this company in 2025. So you're just 1 year too early. This chart is starting to look good. I'm getting good vibes about that company. Some good announcements from Aroa Biosurgery. And even though the share price is down, the chart is starting to look really, really good. Demerix was quite popular as well. And yeah, this just shows you that timeframes are important because over the whole year, share price is up for Demerix, but the share price has actually moved into at least a short-term downtrend. Frontier Digital Ventures, this is a company that I have owned. I no longer own this company, and I'm disappointed with what's happening. They're going through a strategic review, that sort of thing, and the share price is down. We can move on to Lovisa. Oh, share price is up. Yes, share price is up for Lovisa, not by a lot. In fact, the share price has been going sideways since February, so all the heavy lifting was done in February. That's okay. A popular pick was ResMed, and a beautiful chart for ResMed, and up a fair bit. Not nowhere near by the most at all, but still, this is sort of company you would not complain about being in a portfolio in 2024. Zip. Well, what can we say about Zip? One of the best performers, without doubt. Beautiful chart for Zip. In fact, the share price of Zip was already an uptrend. Well, it just moved into an uptrend towards the end of 2023. This was an amazing pick by you, and I must say also by me. I also picked Zip. So Zip, one of the best performers. We'll get into the other good performers soon. Unfortunately, Neuren down probably about 50%. Just before the start of 2024, Neuren went on a really big run, and the share price reached almost a high at the start of 2024. And since then, the share price has halved. Yes, the share price has halved in 2024. I haven't really thought about that. The share price has halved. And a lot of times you'll see a company that has not performed in 1 year then has a really good year the next. That could be true for Neuren. It has found some support at about $12. This could be an interesting play for 2025. Another one is Kneppy. This is a company I do own. I didn't pick this company, I don't think. Share price just keeps on dropping. And I think there's value here. Share price at $11.99. I think there's value, but the chart still looks pretty negative. But if I was a value investor, I would be interested in Kneppy. Cyclopharm, I mentioned this in my technical update video. Cyclopharm is starting to look almost interesting, but for the whole year, down a fair bit. In fact, I didn't mention Kneppy for the whole year was down a little bit, or maybe a fair bit. It was down a bit. But Cyclopharm was also down a little bit as well. Now on to another absolutely stellar performer, EZZ Life Sciences. 1 year ago, the share price was about 60 cents. Now it's $3, a 5-bagger over the past year. However, I think it hasn't been a 5-bagger. I think it was a 4-bagger. But this is another great performer for your portfolio or your stock pick. So we have 2 right now out of not many, but all you need is a few companies. And I'm going to show you this. When we look at the performance of the whole portfolio and the individual companies, all you need is to pick 25 companies for a year, and all you need is a few of those companies to do really well, and your whole portfolio will perform pretty well and probably beat the market. That's all you're doing. And the best way to choose companies is look for small cap companies that are growing, that have potential to become much bigger companies in the future. And EZZ is one of those companies. Imogen, what can we say about this one? Down a lot. More than halved. Chart does not look good. Imogen, yeah, not the best picks, but that's okay. Another way to look at this is when you pick a company that doesn't do well, the maximum loss is 100%. Now, when you pick a company that does really well, the maximum gain is infinite. It can be 1,000%, 10,000%, 100,000%. And that is why holding on to your winners is a really successful strategy, because your gains can be really big. And you'll see that again when we look at the results in spreadsheet form. Brookside went through a consolidation. Nice little run on Friday, but share price down slightly. Lithium Universe. Don't know anything about this company. Lithium has not had the best year, and Lithium Universe is still dropping. I couldn't tell you one thing about this company, Lithium Universe, apart from the increasing volume since September. Interesting thing there. This could be a lithium play in the future, Lithium Universe. Nickel Industries, done well. Funny enough, the share price had almost reached its bottom in start of January 2024. In fact, the complete absolute bottom was the 23rd of January at a share price of about 50, the low was 54 cents. And share price has gone up since then. So this was a successful choice. Nickel Industries. Iluka, not a good choice. Share price has gone down. This is Mineral Sands, if I remember correctly. It's not the best choice, but maybe this could be a good 2025 pick. Okay, we're getting to 2 really good performers. Appen. Oh, what a performer. Most of the heavy lifting being done since August. You did choose this one near the low again, not quite the low. The low was reached in February at a share price of 26 cents. And this has been an absolutely stellar performer, particularly since August. So this was probably a 4-bagger since the start of 2024. Nuix. So I have traded, or I'm trading ZIP. I am trading EZZ. I'm not trading Appen, but I am trading Nuix. So I did not choose any of those companies except ZIP. Nuix is another one. Really good 2024. Share price up a fair bit. We have seen share price pull back a little bit because of something negative on the 13th of November. I was trading Nuix at that point in time, and I have gotten out of this trade because I don't know which way the share price is going to go. I have no signal just yet. Okay, last 4-5 companies. Objective. I actually did buy Objective for my long-term high-quality portfolio during the year. That would have been back in March, April. And then share price just going sideways for the first half of the year. And then finally, for some reason, share price is starting to move back in an uptrend. I am not complaining about that. So this, I suppose, is a good choice. Xero, another good choice. In fact, share price is in a beautiful uptrend. It's been a beautiful uptrend since January. In fact, the share price, moved into an uptrend in January. No complaints about Xero, but nowhere near the best performer. So even though the chart looks really good, and the reason why this is nowhere near the best performer is simply the size. A much bigger company than Zip, Nuix, Appen, what's the other one? And EZZ. PlaySide Studios. Oh, this has been a ew. This is an interesting one because for the first half of the year, it was looking good. Share price went to a high of $1.08. But since then, share price has fallen all the way back down to 41 cents. And this is probably the problem with just having a time period for any holdings. So you want to hold it for 1 year because there was definitely a sell signal back in July. Definitely a sell signal at that point in time. And then company released their results or something, or the AGM, something in October, and the market didn't like it. Share price dropped 32% on that particular day. Wiser, I think this is another disappointing one. Share price not really doing anything. Funny enough, The share price went on a really big run just before the start of the year. That's probably why this has been a disappointment, because the share price reached its height. Yeah, it was near the high. Yeah, the high for the year was on the 2nd or close to 2nd or the 5th of January. And finally, this is an interesting one. I expected GQG to be down for the year because of what's happened in the past month or a bit, but it's up. And you can see why it's up. So even though the share price is now in the downtrend, what was it? That mining company, Indian mining company, they have a high exposure to that company, and that's why the share price has dropped. Why the share price has moved to a downtrend, and I thought, oh, this is going to be a negative position, but no, because from the start of 2024, the share price went on a really big run, really good run. So even though the share price has dropped from the highs, it's still a fair bit higher than the lows, not the lows, than the start of 2024. Okay, so those are your choices. So you can see definitely 4 companies performed really well. We had EZZ, Zip, Nuix, and Appendix. 4 out of 20, what was it, 22? You might say it's not a very, very high success rate, although a few other companies did perform well, but nothing like those 4 companies. And the reason I'm saying that is going to be very important when we look at the overall results and some of the statistics, like how many companies perform really well compared to not perform at all. Now, let's have a look at my choices. Nowhere near as exciting as yours, by the way. Close, but not quite. Bravura, I'm going to give this the thumbs up. I've traded this on and on during the year, but this has been a good performer. In fact, one of my best performers, Bravura. We can bypass Zip, because we've already talked about Zip. Domino's Pizza. I can understand why I chose this, because at the end of 2023, the share price looked like it was moving into an uptrend. And I thought, okay, this could be a nice trade. And then just after that, on the 25th of January, they released something negative, and the share price has halved. Yes, has halved in 2024. I was actually thinking about choosing this as a 2025 pick, because I think it has found a floor, and there is a chance maybe $28 or $29 is the bottom, but I'm not sure if I'm confident enough. I also chose Frontier Digital Ventures, so let's move on from that one. Credit Clear, this was a good choice. I'm not sure exactly why I picked Credit Clear, but I think it might have been, I was probably thinking at that point in time, the share price is showing signs of consolidation, and I wouldn't be surprised if there was a breakout, and that breakout happened in February. So this was a good choice for me, although I did not choose this in my time to juice up. My magic keyboard is running out of juice or electricity or power. I did not choose this at all. I just chose this for this particular video or this project, and I sort of wish I did choose it in real life. Now, saying that, I did choose Shape, although I bought Shape in January. So just after I picked it for this project, I then took a training position in Shape, and this has been a good performer. Nothing else to say about Shape. Not quite as good as Zip or Nuix or Appen. It's just a nice looking chart. Clean Space. I think I chose Clean Space because it was near the bottom. Maybe not near the bottom. It hit the bottom in July last year, or 2023, was showing signs of consolidation. I think it's hit the bottom, and there's a chance the share price will go up. And the share price has increased, but not exactly what I wanted. I wanted a really nice increase in share price. So Clean Space, again, not a company I've chosen in real life. Another company I did choose for this project, I did not choose in real life, was Orobanda Metals Mining. There was a breakout in November last year, and then I chose it, and I was following this company in real life, and I went, I'll choose this for the project or this particular video, but I never bought it into real life, and you can see what's happened since then. Share price has gone bananas. Beautiful uptrend. Although the share price has pulled back. Share price has gone from 96 cents to 60 cents. Is this a buy the pullback opportunity for a Banda? Adriatic Metals. This has been highly volatile. I wouldn't choose this again, I don't think. I was a little bit more bullish on silver at the end of last year. It has gone up a little bit, but yeah, it's been all over the place. So we can move on to Clearview. I don't know why I picked Clearview. Very slowly deforming uptrend. I just don't know why I chose Clearview, and it's been down. I would have sold Clearview maybe back in September, October, But yeah, nothing much to say about this crappy chart. However, this was an inspired pick. A really inspired pick. I can definitely say why I chose There was a breakout in towards the end of December. Yeah, definitely. In fact, it broke out. It really broke out start of January. I can definitely say why I chose this one. Did not choose this one in real life. Share price went on a really nice tear. Then it pulled all the way back, and then it went a really nice run again in August. Definitely this is up since I put it into this, or since the start of 2024. But yeah, share price has been all over the place. Money Me. Oh, this is another one where I did buy in real life. I thought there was a breakout. Definitely say why I chose this one. There was a breakout on the 5th of January. Share price got to 10 cents, could not get above 10 cents and pulled back. So that happened in January. The share price finally broke above 10 cents in August. So it took about 8 months or 7 months where the share price could not break above 10 cents. And then when it finally broke above 10 cents, I took a position in Money Me. And I'm definitely not regretting that right now. Share price is doubled since I bought in. Prosper is the one invalid symbol because it's been taken over, so we can get rid of that. Dusk is another one I've recently bought in. And this was probably a position I put into this video because I thought the share price was consolidating. It looked like it was consolidating, but then the share price kept on dropping. It fell all the way down to about 50 cents, and then it really started to break out in July. So definitely the chart looks much better than it did this time last year. But yeah, I bought in for the wrong reasons. Not bought in, but I put it into this project for the wrong reasons, and then I bought on a nice little breakout, and the share price has been going up. One I got wrong was City Chic. Sort of probably the same. Oh no, I think I would have bought City Chic because it looked like it may have been breaking out, but this is an awful choice because the share price has dropped a lot. This probably could be my worst choice, maybe. Adore Beauty, another company I have no interest in buying in real life. I thought maybe the share price is moving to an uptrend, and the share price has done nothing since then. If anything, it's gone backwards. Cosol, I have traded this in the past, and I definitely this time last year, the share price was in an uptrend. I am thinking about buying back in. You have a crossover with the moving averages. I do think this has a potential to be moving back into an uptrend. So Cosol is on my radar right now in real life. Aries Resources, not sure why I picked this one. Share price is up since the start of 2024. I think, if anything, this would have been a value play. Share price when I chose it was probably near its low. It did go a little bit lower, but I think maybe this was more value play than anything else. Now, I also chose some American companies, and you're going to see by the results how weird it is. I'm disappointed with the performance of these 6 companies, but they're all up for the year. You understand why I'm disappointed when we look at the spreadsheet. So Bristol Myers, I thought there was value, and the share price kept on falling. It's in a nice uptrend, by the way, but the share price is not up much from from the start of the year. Atlassian, same sort of thing. A lot of volatility, and I'll talk about this when we look at the spreadsheet. A lot of volatility in this one, but the share price is up, but not by much. Disney. Share price in an uptrend now. Share price not that higher from the start of 2024, however, but still a lot of volatility. And one of the reasons why I was really intrigued by these or disappointed by these results was because I do think the American market is way more volatile than the Australian market, particularly when they release the results. You see share price just rise and fall on a whim. And so I just expected a few of these companies to be up a fair bit. And you understand why I'm disappointed. So Disney not up by much. Cloudflare, I have a feeling I once owned this. Cloudflare is up. This is actually a better looking chart, but it is up, but not by a lot. Zoom, I thought this one would be turning around, and it is starting to turn around, but starting to move into an uptrend from August, but up a little bit from the start of 2024. And Alibaba. Oh, if it just kept on rising from the rise we saw in September, this would have been a pretty good performer, but it has pulled back a fair bit. Okay, so that's all the companies I chose for 2024. Now let's have a look at our absolutely stellar overall results. And this is the spreadsheet. Okay, so the results. So my portfolio up 42.6% for the year. Now, that in itself is pretty impressive. particularly I have looked at some other people's results, some experts, some professional traders, and I have seen quite a few of those results put on email or Twitter. There's this one guy I follow, he had results of 24%. I was like, and he was like, oh, what a great result. And I was like, is it? So when you compare this to the market, absolutely beat the market. If you want to have a look at the market, by the way, let's have a look. We already know that the NASDAQ was up about 24% or something like that. Let's have a look at the yearly gains for the market. This does not include dividends. So we'll go to the XJO. So it was up 7.5%. So with dividends, maybe 10% or so. So smashed the market, the XJO. XSO, do we have a look at that? Yeah, a lot of our choices were small caps. XSO up 5.5%, destroyed that particular index. NASDAQ up 25%, 24.88%. So we beat that. We beat the NASDAQ. Dow Jones up 20-something percent. That's not right. Dow Jones up 12.9%. I'm thinking of the S&P 500, which was up 20+%. S&P 500 up 23.3%. So we destroyed the market. Bitcoin, what about Bitcoin? Might regret this one. Bitcoin up 121%. Okay. If we put all our money into Bitcoin, we would have doubled our money. But that's okay. So you can just see, just by our results, I did really well. I haven't talked about your results yet, have I? So I was up 42.6%. So I did my results first and I went, yes. And my goal was to beat you, by the way. My goal was to beat you. I know, pretty fickle, pretty stupid to try compare to you because collectively you should be better than me, but doesn't always happen. But your choices up 52.1%. Yes, 52.1%. So absolutely brilliant results. Now, the interesting thing is, out of your 21 choices, and I excluded the two companies that were taken over, so Silver Lake and Prosper, and I would assume both companies would have been up. If you just have a look at your results, your 22 companies, 11 companies up, 11 companies down. So you might just assume, well, 11 companies up, 11 down, you shouldn't get such a big return. Why did you get such a big return? Zip up 366%, EZZ up 372%, Appen up 319%, Nuix up 233%, Zero up 50%, ResMed up 44%, Demerix up 65%. So really good returns from your winners. Now let's have a look at your losers. Your worst performing company, Imogen, down 60s. No, Lithium Universe down 76%, Imogen down 66%, and then we had Neuron down 50%, Wiser down 45%. So you can just see, look at the gainers, look at the best performing companies, well above 100%. That's the maximum you can lose. And that is why you don't have to be 100% successful. You can have a 50-50, or you can have a 50% success rate and still absolutely destroy market returns if you choose wisely. You could choose a portfolio of companies like this, a basket of companies, and you could just say, well, all I need is 4 companies to go really well: Zip, EZZ, Appen, and Nuix, and still perform really well, and still have a 50% success rate. Another thing I could also mention here, this is why taking profits doesn't always work. So I think a lot of investors would have taken profits with Zip, EZZ, Appen, and Nuix, and their returns in those 4 companies would have been much lower, and they probably would have maintained their holding in all those losers because I can't sell a loss. How can I sell a loss? So those returns of those people, those investors, would have been well lower, much lower than 52%. And what would they have done with their money they received from Zip, EZZ, and Appen and Nuix? They could have put into other loser positions. And this is a problem about selling or taking profits, selling your winners, and maintaining your losers. Eventually, you're just going to have losers in your portfolio. That's the opposite of maintaining your winners and selling your losers. Eventually, over time, you're going to have a portfolio full of winners. And you can see that by my portfolio, my trading portfolio. At the top of my trading portfolio is just a bunch of winners that have held on for a long time. And there was a comment about that. Someone mentioned it was just winner after winner at the top of my portfolio, which is based off chronological order. So you're going to have all these companies I've held for a long time. And this person was wondering, just so many winners. And that's the reason why I maintain my holders, my winners, and sell my losers. Anyway, now onto my portfolio. So much better success rate. I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So out of my 23 companies, 17 winners, 6 losers. So we're talking about 75% success rate, but my returns are lower. And the reason my return is lower is because Zip, 366%. But look at the next 3 best performing companies. Bravura up 163%, Arabanda up 170%, and Money Meat up 147%. So you had 3 or 4 really good performing companies up over 200%. I only had 1. And that's the reason why. Also, a few big losers here. City Chic down 78, Domino's down 50, and then Adore Beauty down 33, and Clearview down 33. So still, my best performing companies outshine the worst companies by far. A lot of other companies here did really well. Credit Clear, Shape, even Hum. But then you get to my American, Cosol only up 5%, which is okay. Adriatic only down 2.7%. That's okay. But then you have a look at my American companies, all up. But Bristol only up 10%. Atlassian, 2%. Disney, 23%. Cloudflare, 29%. Zoom, 13%. And Alibaba, 9.5%. I actually, when I chose these companies, I thought at least a few of those would be up a fair bit, but no. Anyway, so interesting results, absolutely great results for both you and I. We destroyed the market returns, and let's see if we can reproduce these sort of returns in 2025. No doubt, it is going to be dependent on the market, but definitely perform better than 2023. Your choices were wise. Okay, that's all I have for this video. If you have any questions, any thoughts, leave those in the comment section of this video. And this is the end of this particular video. If you have any, and don't forget, I'm not a financial advisor. If you need financial advice, make sure you seek out someone who is qualified and can speak to your own financial needs. That's it for this video. Have a good day. Bye.